Hey, we're back. This is Dayna Martin with Riley and Devin, Unschooled Teens, here to answer some common questions that people have about unschoolers. We were recently on the Jeff Probst show and got a lot of feedback, so we're really happy to answer any questions we got about that. Our last video was about media, and we just had a little bit more to add about media in general. I think people would be surprised to hear that we really, really embrace media as unschoolers. I think if you limit media, and when I say media, I mean TV, iPads, video game systems, the internet. Anytime you limit any of these things, you're limiting learning. That these are windows into our world, and our kids learn from everything they do. And these are amazing, amazing learning tools. And Devin and Riley are here to share why and how. Every one of our kids have iPads. We have a TV in every room. People would be surprised.
Except for my room.
Yeah, you actually stopped watching TV by choice. What, like a year ago, maybe? I mean, you watch like the survival shows downstairs with us, but you asked us to take the TV out of your room, and you just didn't really have any interest in video games anymore. And I think people would be pretty amazed to hear that when you have total freedom that somebody would make that choice. Why did you choose that?
I don't know, I was getting into a lot more physical stuff, and it was taking up a lot of room, so I just took out the PS3 and the TV, and it hasn't been back in for like a year, so.
Do you think you'll ever have it back in your room again?
No. It takes up way too much room, and I never use it, so. I have my iPad now that's really small, and there's Netflix on it, so.
Yeah, you can watch Netflix movies or shows or whatever. What about you, Riley? Do you have a TV in your room?
I do have a TV in my room, and I play Just Dance all the time.
Do you?
On it all the time. Awesome.
I want to come over and play.
I know. And I guess I mostly watch TV like at night, like right before I go to bed. I'll just watch a couple like How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
exactly what
go
I do.
to bed. Yeah, but
We all seem to be into that show lately.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just so good.
Legend. Wait for it.
Dairy.
Yes.
Yes, I think I'm the one that got you into that show.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, you know why? Because when I was flying to Australia, that's what was on the airplane. And I remember going, Devin, you gotta watch the show. It's so funny, and it spread to like the unschooling community.
Everyone watches it. Zen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Zen watches it, Destiny watches it,
Maddie.
all my Texas friends watch it now because I'm like, watch this show.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sexually focused.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it
like,
is.
so do you guys think you've learned anything about sex from that show?
Well,
Not to put you on the spot, but I mean, there's a lot of content in there that
There
I'm like,
is.
whoo, like.
Like one of the only things I can remember is Barney was like a devil's three-way, and that was like a three-way with two guys.
yeah.
I don't know what. I forget.
I remember that was like a few episodes ago. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, you haven't seen every episode. The guy have.
Well, I didn't even know that was called that, so you learn something new every day.
To me,
But-
it's just entertaining. Like.
Yeah.
Mortals.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm gonna go do that because I see it on TV. It's just like funny to watch for me.
That's a good question
Yeah.
because that is a fear that parents have, that if you guys are like seeing, or hearing sexual content that you are in turn going to go do it. That's not true.
I see that and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So,
Thanks, Barney.
Yeah, the people would think that you now want to go out and act like Barney Stinson from the show and be a total,
I want to joke
womanizer.
around like him.
yeah,
But does it make you want to be like him?
No, God no.
definitely not.
So you're not learning to be a womanizer from seeing Barney Stinson be a womanizer
No,
on the
I'm
show.
not. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is you guys have such a strong sense of self and inner confidence and wholeness that you don't need to imitate. Where a lot of kids are trying to find their identity or where they belong and what's cool and what's not cool. I mean, I think what's cool for an unschooled teen is being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think the coolest unschooled teens, I mean, every unschooled teen I know is just authentic and themselves and unique.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, like all of my friendships are like really natural because like we meet through doing things that we both love, then it just like continues forever and it just keeps adding and adding.
I meet a lot of people through other people. Like,
Yeah, me too.
let's see. So I met someone a few years ago, the first Rethinking Everything conference that I went to. And then I met a friend through her. Then we saw each other again. And then she showed me two friends. Then we hung out. Then the next year, they introduced me to Destiny. So it was like this big chain of people. And now we still talk like every night. All of us do. So
when you met Destiny for the first time, were you attracted to her
yes.
instantly? I've never really asked you this.
Well, I was a 12-year-old boy. I was attracted to everything.
But what was it about Destiny that made you really really.
Well, she approached me and started talking about swords because someone told her that I was into weapons too, and she is, so we started talking about that, then we left, and I don't know, we didn't talk at all really the first conference, but this last one we hung out the entire time.
How did it build up to the point of like physical contact with you and Destiny? You know, because you had a Skype relationship and you for a long time, you decided to be a couple over Skype.
Mm-hmm.
Was it awkward the first time you guys like?
A little bit, like, I was such an idiot, like, we hugged and then I was just like, oh, I see you got your name tag. That was the first thing I said. And I was just like, oh god, I've known her for 3 years, why am I acting like this? I'm gonna go get my name tag. And then, we all watched.
I think you started the whole new fad at the conference to trade name tags.
Yeah, no, I did not do that.
No, who started the whole name tag
I don't know.
trading thing?
It already was happening when I came. I got Justin's name tag and Emmanuel's name tag. I ate my own name tag. I ate one of my name tags.
Really ate it?
No, I took a bite out of it and then I threw it somewhere. I didn't actually eat it.
Well, it's really interesting to hear how you connected with her, and then by the end of the conference, you guys were hugging, and was it weird to be around me? When I can remember, I hadn't seen you guys touch at all, and I was going down in the elevator, and the elevator opened on a floor, and there you were with your armor and Destiny, and I was like, oh, right in front of you, and you're like, oh god, you made this look like you totally embarrassed me. Did I embarrass you?
No, I was just there was 30 other people with me, and I was just oh, people, mom. I'm bailing. I just jumped out the window.
Why did you feel embarrassed?
I don't know.
It was just this natural reaction.
Yeah.
But after time, you were comfortable,
Yeah.
because we're always we support and encourage your physical relationship as well as your emotional relationship.
She's really nice.
Yeah. What about you? Are you dating Riley yet?
No, I am not. I'm single. Just putting that out there.
Numbers 555.
Yeah, not a real number. But all of my friends are in relationships, and all of them are in relationships over Skype.
Everyone's a long
mutual
distance
friends
relationship because
everybody.
Everyone's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
I know people from all around the world, and everyone, there's that one person, and I think school kids are well, you're here, I don't hate you, let's be in a relationship.
Yeah.
3 days later they break up, and that happens a billion times.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of drama in high school
Yeah.
relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of pressure to date when you're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's dating around you and you're getting a lot of pressure. I love that you're not feeling that pressure, but you're so supportive of your friends dating and
I love
having this
it that they
relationship.
are, yeah.
And
I
because,
would love to, but I'm not sad that I'm not. It's
right.
fine.
And you haven't met that person. If you were in
Yeah.
school, you'd probably.
I'm not gonna settle. Yeah.
I'm having all these memories flood back listening to you guys because I felt such pressure to have a boyfriend. Because all my friends had boyfriends. That the first guy that asked me out, I didn't even like. I wasn't even attracted to, didn't even like him, and I said yes just to have a boyfriend so I would feel accepted. And then I just had to break up with him, and he'd call, and I just didn't even want to talk to him. And it was this weird drama-filled thing because of this amazing peer pressure. Where unschooled kids, and teens, it seems like they don't feel that, and they don't go through that. So I love that you're just waiting until it feels right, until you meet the right person.
Lightbox is coming up. Who knows?
You never know.
I know.
Yeah. And and the long distance relationships I think are due because there are so few unschoolers. I mean, there are thousands of you, but
It's just spread out.
everybody's so spread out. But Skype is pretty amazing though to enable you to have these relationships.
And Facebook.
So if in Facebook, if media was limited, and can you imagine what would it do to our relationship if I said you can be on Skype talking to Destiny for an hour a day?
Oh god. We talk for 9 hours at night. We probably wouldn't even be in a relationship because I wouldn't be able to talk to all them. I probably wouldn't even know her, to be honest.
Well, not only that, but I think you would rebel.
Yeah.
And that's what I find so interesting that people don't really understand is people think teens equal rebellion.
Right.
Rebellion doesn't exist
When we were doing,
with the teens that I
when
know.
we were doing wife swap, the second that she enforced anything, I just kind of rebelled and just
pushed it away.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't even control it.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
can dye our hair and do everything.
Exactly, so you guys will hear, we're not gonna share a lot about that because we can't be terribly public with our experience on Wife Swap, but our show comes out next month and you'll see exactly what Devin means. So control equals rebellion, and because unschooled teens aren't controlled and they're, they make amazing choices that are very healthy for them, and their parents support them and help them get more of what they want in life in this partnership paradigm, that rebellion generally doesn't exist with teens. So the big question is, for everybody to ask themselves is, does teenager, equal rebellion? I'd have to say no, not in my experience
No.
at all.
Mm-mm. No, I don't think so.
When there's nothing to rebel against, it doesn't exist. So
Right.
Except for the government, man.
how do you think people rebel against the government?
I don't know. There is no government in my world.
Hey, wait till you have to pay taxes and all that good stuff.
Okay, so let's just change the subject.
Alright, well, why don't we wind this up actually, time-wise. I think we're out of time for this video, but again, please send in your questions. We're happy to answer them. And go to daynamartin.com for more videos about unschooling, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Word.